Hello everyone, welcome to Headlines of the Day. This is 24th of May 2022 and we are back again with some of the major articles from the Indian Express. Let's begin our today's discussion from the very first article on page number 1, GS2 International Relations, that is headlined as India joins Indo-Pacific Economic Bloc led by US to counter China. So this is in the wake of PM Modi's meeting with the Prime Minister Fumio Kishida and US President Joe Biden in Tokyo that happened on Monday. So from this article, you have to understand what is the Indo-Pacific Economic Framework, its objectives, and what is India's stand. Alright, moving further on page number 5 and 17, there are two articles that relate to India-Japan relationships. That talks about India-Japan relationships. The first article talks about PM Modi's visit to Tokyo, and the second one is headlined as PM pitches India story to Japan, PLI, a record foreign direct investment and emerging technology. So from this article, you have to know how the India-Japan friendship can help global peace and prosperity, where India-Japan ties stand now, and what lies in the future. Alright, moving further on page number 6 from GS2 Polity and Governance, there's an article, Interstate Council Redrawn, Shah to head standing panel. So from this article, you have to learn the facts related to the Interstate Council. Moving further, on page number 10 from GS2 International Relations, there's an article from the editorial section, The Oversight Imperative. So this article states that India needs parliamentary supervision of international treaties, especially trade pacts. From this article, you have to understand why is India negotiating and signing several free trade agreements with other countries, economic benefits of FTAs, competence of Parliament in this context, constitutional provisions related to it, should Parliament exercise some control over executive power to sign international treaties, and another one, what are the concerns over the lack of parliamentary oversight, the significance of effective parliamentary supervision, key analysis, and what is the possible scenario ahead. Moving further on page number 11 from GS2 International Relations, there's another article that is written by Mr. Rajamandala that says India and Quad's techno-politics. The US is eager to strengthen India's technological capabilities for defense and security. From this article, you have to understand, can India turn Quad into an instrument to realize its significant potential as technological power? Secondly, can India join its Quad partners in drawing up new rules to govern critical technologies that are rapidly transforming the global economic order and international security politics? Further on, what are the possibilities for pooling India's technological resources with Quad? The latest developments, challenges, and what is the possible scenario ahead. Moving further on page number 11 itself from GS1, there's an article, No Case for Exception. This is from the section of Society, Women-Related Issues. So this article says that marital rape provision must go. It violates right to equality in marriage or family. From this article, you have to know about the split verdict of Delhi High Court in challenge to the marital rape exception, its ramifications, about section 375 of the Indian Penal Code. What is the history of the marital rape law in India? How did the exception on marital rape find its way into the IPC? And how is marital rape treated around the world? Issues linked to it, and government stand, and what can be the possible scenario ahead. Moving further on page number 13 from GS2 International Relations, there is another article about Quad. It talks about Quad opportunities and challenges. So it is in the wake of the leaders of the 4 Quad nations that met in Tokyo yesterday. So from this article, you have to know about Quad grouping, members, the member countries, objectives, opportunities, challenges, links, and what steps need to be taken in this particular context. Moving further on page number 13 itself from GS3 Defense Sector, there is an article about the BMPT Terminator. So it is a Russian tank support system which is now deployed in Ukraine. And from this article, you have to understand what is a Terminator, where have the Russians deployed it, what kind of weapons does Terminator have, and what are its other features. Moving further, on page number 13 from GS3, the disaster management, there's an article about floods in Assam, floods, landslides behind the pre-monsoon destruction in Assam. From this article, you have to understand what is behind unprecedented devastation in Assam, what is causing these landslides. Is then a trade-off between development and environment the only way to cut down on the destruction? Well, with this, we call it a wrap of today's edition of Headlines of the Day, the Indian Express. I'll see you with more such videos. Till then, take care and do stay tuned.